Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to the channel. We're definitely gonna do some what solds. I'm gonna have a few talking points. I know I tend to try to save those for Saturday, but I don't want to forget. And I know I could write them down, but when they're fresh in my mind, I want to talk about them and bring them to you. Since I'm doing these videos more consistently, and we're gonna talk about a couple of eBay things, one that can save you money, and then a couple of glassware terms that you should be aware of. So please like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe down below, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of what I talk about or what solds, and hit the bell notification as well too. Okay, so first thing, to save money on eBay. If you have, this is only pertaining to those that have a store subscription or are looking to get a store subscription. There are benefits. You could definitely read up on that in the go onto eBay or Google search eBay store subscriptions, and it'll go through all the benefits. You get more free listings and all that. So and then you get some money towards a coupon towards shipping supplies, which kind of balances things a little bit. However, they have a monthly plan and a yearly plan. The wording is a little weird for the yearly plan. So monthly, obviously, you pay one monthly fee. Then there's to go yearly, you save, I think it's around $12 to $15. Not 100% sure. Double check it. But it's a pretty significant. It's over $10 savings per month. And if you sign up for the year. However, they do not charge you. You would think they would charge you all 12 months right off the bat. They don't. They still charge you monthly. So you get the reduced rate still at a monthly, still being charged every single month. So I'm pretty sure that can steer a lot of people away. They're thinking about, which is going to be like $700 something, a month, a year. I would like to get the savings, but forking out that amount of money right up front can be, it's a lot of money. But you want the savings. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can get the savings because you can't pay all that money up front per year. It's still charged per month. And the reason why I bring this up is because not a lot of people know about it. And there are people that talk about that and have talked about it. On YouTube, that have been reselling on eBay for a long time and that have been on YouTube for a long time, and they're just unaware of the information. And the wording is a little odd, tricky. It doesn't come out and say it. Maybe it's in the fine print somewhere, but reality, who reads the fine print? So just know, if you have a store subscription and you're paying monthly, if you selected the monthly and you're paying every month, change it to the year. You'll still get charged every month. What it does is locks you into an annual contract. If you happen to cancel, you will get charged a cancellation fee, is essentially what it is. But if eBay's your long-term plan, definitely stick with the annual plan. That's what I do. So you save a little bit of money there. Then the other thing is what someone was calling a glitch, and someone's calling a glitch on eBay. And what they did was they changed the buy it now price. They had to reduce the price of an item. And then they noticed, it took a little bit of time. Then they noticed that it actually reverted back to the original price. And they said, this has been a long running glitch. It's been going on for years, a glitch in the system. Well, there's a little bit more information that I'm pretty sure they're not aware of. And I definitely want to present that and make sure you guys are, and everyone here that watches is aware of this. So you can go in there and change the buy it now price at any time. However, if you are running a markdown sale on eBay, and a markdown sale is you set a certain percentage, I'm going to take 5% off, 10% off, 15% off. Then you run it for so many days. You can run up to 45 days. And but when you make a manual, like an individual manual change, you go in there, you say, I'm going to change the price of this one item. I notice that, it's going for lower right now, and it's going for lower than the markdown sale even, the current rate. So I'm going to go change it manually. Well, when that markdown sale ends, that price that you went in there and manually changed will revert all the way back to before the markdown and before what you manually changed it as well too. So it gets any changes you make to the buy now price on any of your items, and you're running a markdown sale, they get attached to that markdown sale. So what you have to do is end the markdown sale and change the prices of your items. I mean, you could just obviously change the markdown sale, but that could affect if you have other, depending on how many items you have in that markdown sale, that could affect items that maybe you don't want it to affect. Maybe you just want 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how many. But you have to end the markdown sale and make the changes. Because if you don't do that, if you make changes to the buy it now while a markdown sale is in effect, that markdown will get attached. That change that you made will be attached to the markdown sale, and when the markdown sale ends, those prices will all get reverted back to the original prices. So just be aware of it. It's not a glitch. I mean, I guess it could be a glitch. I mean, it should know, that I'm physically changing this, and then but what you could do is end and sell similar. You can end the item, make the changes, and then sell similar. That's another way to then you roll it back into your, you end the one that's there that had the markdown sale attached to it, then you end it, make all your changes, and then put it right back into the markdown sale as a brand new item or a brand new SKU. But not necessarily a brand new item, but it gets a brand new item number attached to it. So that is another way to make that change as well too. I thought of that while I was talking everything through. I just remembered that while I was talking everything through. So be aware of that. It's not a glitch. I mean, like I said, it should be something that the system knows, or that the software knows that what we're doing, but it doesn't. So it's not a long-term glitch. It hasn't, it's been a thing. Just have to be aware of it. Okay. And then the other thing here is regarding just the glassware as well too. And I've heard people maybe just adding some more keywords that you could potentially use in your listing. So I have a glass right here. So really cool. This is a Corsair. This isn't by, I guess it's not by Corsair. They just had it branded basically. This is a computer company. They make everything from power supplies, memory, to mice, keyboards, all that stuff. But a really cool just branded glass here. Now this would be like a whiskey glass or a Scotch glass. However, this is known as a rocks glass. So it has a pretty uniform shape. It is kind of about half the size, maybe-ish, depending on how big the glass is. Your other glasses are, but it's somewhat of a smaller, a half-size type of glass, and this would be called a rocks glass. So really cool. It is glass. I mean, don't get me started on people that call it, okay, people would call something like this crystal. Well, it's not crystal. It's not a crystal. There's additives that are added to the glass so you can get these cool patterns, make it more durable, basically. It's still glass, but, to differentiate it between just a plain old glass thing and something that's a little more decorative, a little more cooler, a little more durable, a little probably clearer as well, too. They call it crystal. So it's not that it is crystal. It's not crystal. But this is a Corsair, so really cool. This is a rocks glass. Now, I don't have any of the other style I wanted to show you, but I have one of this. This isn't really what the word I'm looking for is a highball glass. So it'd basically be, like if you stacked one of these on top of it, it would have the same uniform, shape here. It wouldn't be flared out like this glass is, but it would be like, like this size, and it would have a uniform shape here going all the way up, and that would be considered a highball glass. So a couple of keywords you can definitely use. I've heard people call them juice glasses, stuff like that. But in the bar world, or in the spirit world, mixed drinks world, we have rocks glass and we have a highball glass. So a couple of keywords you can definitely use when you're trying to sell your items. It can definitely help get your items sold. Okay. So now on to what's sold. Let's go ahead and look at a couple of cool things. Speaking of cups and or mugs, we have the naughty mug here. You can see the picture. Taylor NG mug. So there are many Taylor NG mugs. I've also found Taylor NG teapots. However, not all have this naughty design on it. Let's just say that. But these ones sell. They sell incredibly well, and they sell for well above what mugs would sell for typically. So you definitely want to look for this style. There's different variants, different animals, and there's another one too that's I think it's a part of a play, but we call it Le Chat. It's called Le Chat. It has L-E then chat, and has a big cat on it. Those ones too as well sell very well. So definitely keep your eye out for those. And then what do we have here? This is okay, this sold for $28, so really great price for a mug. I mean, that's a way above average for a mug. And $10.04 is what it sold for. I mean, shipped the cost of shipping. This went in a 6x6x6 box. But Taylor NG, look out for Taylor NG mugs, and look out for these kind of designs, the animal designs. Like I said, I've seen other Taylor NG mugs, and other Taylor NG ceramics that just don't do that well. You gotta find people want these ones. So really cool. They come in all different colors as well too. So keep your eye out for it. Um, let's close that out and let's move on to the next one. Vintage desk lamps. Keep your eye out for these vintage desk lamps, especially the banker ones. Now, what are considered the banker ones are the ones with the green glass on it. Long green glass, usually brass, brass stem, brass base, and all that. Those ones do incredibly well. Even the more modern variants do really well, even if they're not necessarily vintage. They do really well. This one here was just a really cool one. They had a knob to actually adjust the brightness of it, but just a really cool. This was by Underwriters Laboratories. That was what was on the label. I threw portable in there because it is a small, easy to carry. It's actually really, really nice. It folded up nice and easy and went into a box. It was really, really a piece of cake to ship this thing. But cool vintage brown design. It's got like the plastic wood grain on there, and this one sold for, and you can find these relatively cheap. I've picked up those banker lamps at the flea market for $1 before, so people just don't think they have that much value in them. But they still do. $28 is what this sold for, and it shipped for $10.17. It went in a 14 by 10 by 6 box. Obviously, the banker ones are. This was the shade is metal, so not as delicate as the other banker ones with the green shades, which, that does take a little bit more effort when it comes to shipping. But really, if you break it all down, take it all apart, it's not too bad. Just make sure you have some good boxes for them, good sturdy boxes for these items, because you definitely don't want them to break in shipping. This one was a little bit less of a risk in breaking because there's no glass part of it. I didn't include a light bulb with it. I disclosed it does not come with a light bulb. You'll need to supply your own dimming light bulb. Vintage desk office lighting. MCM is short for mid-century modern. It can be a acronym that you can use, and this was a dimmer lamp, so really cool. Vintage brown desk lamp. Let's go ahead and close that out. And then next item here. Now this one here, you would think, why am I throwing a plush in here? But the reason why I'm throwing this random Fruit Ninja plush is, oops, what is that? Why is it giving me like an AI thing? Close that. No. Why am I throwing a random little plush in here? Well, this was what I call an icing on the cake item. I already had a big bundle of items. I threw this on top there. I knew this would sell. Now this one had it had like a thing in its head here, like a little. You push the button and it makes sounds. This one did not work, so I just closed that in the title. So I made it front and center. I try to make, if there's major issues with items, I try to put it front and center in the title, so that way it doesn't, I don't get somebody saying, hey, I didn't notice this was actually broken, and you cancel it. But this sold for $8.34, $5.56 is what they paid in shipping. And this just goes in the poly bag. Real easy piece of cake. I threw this in with a big old bundle of stuff I was buying. Like I was saying, icing on the cake. I mean, this is just more profit on top of what I already had picked up. And it's an easy shipper, easy to store. It's just a plush, and an extra $8 more I made on a whole bundle of other stuff I already more than likely made profit on. I can't remember exactly, but I always, when I'm bundling stuff up, I'm looking at the item like, okay, I'm going to make money. I'm going to make my money back on this item or these two items. Everything else is profit. And I just start throwing stuff on top after that. So really cool. Fruit Ninja. Keep your eye. You're not going to make too much money on it, so don't pick it up if it's just if you get it for like 25 cents. I really wouldn't want to pay $1 for it at all. I would want to be under $1, 25, 50 cents, 2 for $1, 3 for $1. If you find them really, really cheap, they will still move. But if you're bundling stuff up, it's just a little bit more profit on top of what you're already getting and picking up. And it's easy. This will not break in shipping. And the shipping cost is very, very minimal because you're just using a poly bag. That's it. So, and poly bags are fairly, fairly cheap. Now, here's another item here that I like to pick these up, but you gotta be careful and you gotta get them for like $1 or $2 because they don't go for that much. And these are vintage PDAs or personal digital assistant. These organizers, Palm Pilots. This is a handspring visor, really cool. I remember when all these came out, a lot of people started using these. Then they gained like Wi-Fi capabilities, cellular capabilities. Then we went on obviously to smartphones nowadays, but you can't pay too much because more than likely the odds it's not going to work. Some of these are battery operated, so better if it's battery operated, because if it is, has its own battery in there, that battery is probably long dead and it will only hold a charge if it's plugged in. This one luckily was AA battery. It worked. The battery compartment was clean, so you got to check the battery compartments. This one had the stylus with it, which you didn't really need the stylus. You can do it with a finger, but the stylus from this era, the stylus is going to work the best. Your finger is not really going to work. The touch screens aren't that good. But really, really cool. Just something from my era when I first started working in the corporate world. But such a cool device, and the fact that it still worked was great. It only sold for $15. And the shipping, where are you at? And the shipping was, I just wanted a padded poly bag. $6.66 for this is what they paid for shipping. Padded poly bag. It came with all these accessories here. Just really cool. I really like this stuff from early 2000s. I like finding it, like selling it, the old MP3 players. I should have featured that in this video, but I found an old MP3 player, which I'll probably feature in my next video on Saturday. But really cool PDA. They still sell. Like I said, don't pay too much because more than likely you will take a loss on these. So you want to pay $1 or $2 at the most. $2 at the most. I would leave it behind if they ask for anything more than $2. Unless I'm just, or you can throw it in a big old bundle as well too. So really cool. Close that out. And then I got to keep an eye on the time. This will be the last item. So the last item here, really cool. My wife actually found this at Goodwill. Anthropology is a name you should be on the lookout for, but look up the item. If you see Anthropology, double check it. Cross-reference with what's currently sold on eBay. It's a good name. It's a high-end name. Very expensive at full retail, but on the secondary market, a lot of stuff doesn't really go for that much. A lot of their mugs and everything just don't hold up value-wise. Some of them do. They do the vases with the big old flower like right on the front of them, which still do really well. They feel really, really cheap. So, but they have that because they have the Anthropology name. That really, really does give it a lot of value. And this was just a strap, a crossbody, a purse strap. I thought maybe it could have been a guitar strap, but it really, really wasn't long enough. More for a purse crossbody. I guess you could use it for a guitar if you really wanted to. But Anthropology crossbody purse strap, you can still sell just the straps. I've sold the straps of designer purses before. Sometimes I'll get a purse and I'll have an extra strap in there. I'll take out the strap, sell the purse, and then sell the strap separately. I've done that. This was just really cool one. It was fringed, beaded, a nice, well-made. It's made in China, but very well-made strap. And I put the total length of inches in there, 45 inches as well, too. Really cool piece. And this one sold for... Where are you at? Come on. I should really have all these all set up ahead of time. $27 when a padded poly bag, and $6.66 is what this sold, is what they paid for shipping. So under £1. A really cool item. Sold relatively fast. Keep your eye out for these straps. Look for designer straps out there. Look for the accessories for purses like Kipling, the little gorillas that come with it. Those, they'll sell if you can pick them up for a buck or less. They will still sell for around $10-ish. There are some rare ones out there, like the Hawaiian hula dancer one. That one, I think, if I remember correctly, sold for $40. So definitely keep your eye out for purse accessories, crossbody straps, designer ones, extra ones. If you see them, pick them up. They will sell. Generally, you can get them for a really, really good price. They'll fly under the radar. Okay. Halloween's almost over, or the Halloween season, I should say, is almost over. We're going to be into Thanksgiving soon. Background pictures will change. I might keep this up for Saturday's video just to end the week, just because we're really big Halloween fans, and we'll probably be winding down our Halloween decorations this weekend. Get ready. Got to get going for Christmas. Get good use out of those decorations. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of these. What I mentioned earlier, saving money, anything about the glassware, any other things that you may think are a glitch, and I can definitely look into it and see if there's actually a solution for that. And let me know about the what's olds. Catch you in the next one.